All right, guys. Hello, everybody. I am so excited. It's a very special episode of the Dear Honey podcast because we got some special guests in the building.
We got some special guests in the building.
Some very extremely, when I tell you these are some powerhouse, prolific, profound, just prophetic voices in our lives, in my wife and I's life. The only thing I can say to kind of explain what they mean to us is
who did you invite?
See, he got jokes. Let me tell you.
I'm excited. Who did you?
You not even ready for who is in the studio today. When I married this woman here, I said, Lord, please give me the Barney Rubble to my Fred Flintstone, the Betty Rubble to my wife's Wilma Flintstone. In some cases, I think I'm more so the Barney Rubble than he is because I agitate him and work his nerve, but I do that for the hell of it, and I love it.
You invited Bishop Morton?
I don't work Bishop
Can
Morton,
I introduce him?
Okay, go ahead. I'm going to let my wife do it. Okay.
I had the pleasure to speak.
I'm not. Hello, hi. My name is Jamyle Phillips.
You just gonna skip over my introduction like that?
Because I know what you about to do, and people gonna recognize.
I had the pleasure of speaking to Pastor and Lady Phillips, Pastor Jamyle, not Jamal. He Jamal when he don't act right, but he Jamyle for the most part. We got Jamyle Phillips on the show. What's up, Jamyle?
We got to insert the clapping here. This is a special episode.
And we got Tyisha Phillips on the show.
Yeah, and we're not giving them alcohol. This is sparkling
cider,
alcoholic. Because I don't want the people to think I'm bringing folks on and
get them tipsy and stuff.
They just naturally drunk. They drunk in the spirit. The Holy Ghost came into. Oh, glory. I'm excited, but here is why we have called our best friends, just in general on the show. They have helped my wife and I through so many ups and downs in our marriage. They guided us. Jamyle actually married.
He officiated our wedding.
Officiated the wedding. We've been with them through the birth of their last son.
Don't hold that against me.
Oh, it's some days where I want to call you and be like, well, you
see how they just drive the bus over here? Just
They have just been, they helped us through the home buying process, the car buying process, through talks of, trouble.
The engagement process.
They have been there every step of the way with us through this relationship. So when we get in situations where we don't know if we can find a solution, these are the first two people we call. And that's actually why they're here today, because my wife and I, we were about to have a fist fight.
This was a one-sided fist fight. Only one of us was angry.
No one of us was angry. I know that the Holy Ghost was upset to see what his daughter had put me through. If you see over here in the corner here, we got a movie by Chris Rock playing. It's called I Think. Oh, it's some power in that word. I think I love my wife. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. So, dear.
Yes, honey.
What is on the agenda for today?
We have brought this powerhouse couple on the show to discuss this movie. It's a little bit of a throwback. It came out in 2007. It's Chris Rock. It has
7th grade.
Kerry Washington in it.
I was in the 25th grade.
But me and my husband were discussing this movie the other night, and it turned into a little bit of a debate. So we brought this lovely couple in to weigh in on just a few questions about the movie. Now, everybody's seen I Think I Love My Wife. Yes, all of us. A few times. Okay. So let's start with the first question. One of the first things they brought up while they were in the marriage counseling was boredom in marriage. So how do you two address boredom within marriage? You guys, let's just give a little bit of backstory. You guys have been married.
Let's let them give their backstory. We don't know it better than them. You sit down, because I'm coming for you later.
I'm already sitting down.
So, well, you sit back further. Let them introduce themselves, because, see, she always want to take over. But we not going to let you take over there. We coming to take charge, and we coming to set it straight for the brothers that are watching this podcast.
Brothers.
Put your hand down. Go ahead and tell y'all story. How long y'all have been married? How long y'all known each other?
We have been married 13 years. Wait, what?
This year will make 13. 12. See, this is why I wanted to do
12 years.
12 years. You don't know how long you've been married?
We will be married 13 years in June.
June what? Oh my God.
Okay, something else I want to put out there.
29th, 27th.
If a man got up here and forgot the date that he got married, it would be Armageddon.
Wow. Can you say it again for the people in the back?
It would be Armageddon.
I just want to point out a reason that this relationship works is because Tyisha is a female version of Ed, and Jamyle is a male version of me. So I married my best friend, and then I got my female best friend. They're the same people though. So I'm trying to help up.
The 27th.
Oh, you finally got it? Yeah.
Because
Girl, why would you say that on the internet? Girl, why would you say that on the internet? Why would you say that on the internet?
We gonna edit. We just playing that. Is that the PIN code to the credit card?
Go ahead and tell them your social while you at it. Oh, Jesus.
I didn't think I was going to laugh. I was going to try to be as serious as I could on this, and it had already just been going downhill already.
So y'all have been married. This year will make 13 years.
13 years.
And how long have you guys known each other?
a lot longer.
For about 25 years.
25 years.
Maybe close to 30. No. About 25 years. I'm going to drop that there. About 25 years. You don't need to count. That's it. 25 years.
She gonna count just to prove you wrong. She counting.
About 25 years.
25 years. I was 14 when I met Jamyle. And you were 19.
They go to bus.
Stop telling that story like that.
But that's when we met.
I
met at church.
I didn't meet you.
We met at church.
In New Orleans. This is getting worse and worse. You were 19, I was 14. We met at church.
First of all, I got...
That's what they say about them pastors.
You know what? Woo! Tune in next week. You know what? I'm not about to be the object of ridicule. I was 20 years old in 94 when I got to that church.
Wait, say it again.
None of your business.
Wait, I want to do the Kevin Hart. No. Damn.
You know what?
Okay, so I was 15. It's still...
It don't get no better. She just...
6 years.
We have been knowing each other for 25 years. She came home in 2008. We hung out. 7 months later, we were married.
That's a good story.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, back to the question at hand. You guys have been together going on 13 years. How do you address boredom within your marriage? Or do you feel that you get bored sometimes?
Don't answer that. Let her answer first. So I'm telling you, because that's how they get you. They want to ask you, do I look pretty? Would you still be with me if I lost my arm?
I don't get bored.
Would you love me if you was bored and the girl down the street was having booty shorts on and she was twerking in the front yard?
Can we discuss the fact that you always depict black women like this?
Yeah, I'm depicting you, not black women.
Ooh.
My friend does not do that.
Exactly. If anything, you call me a little white girl.
Okay, so you answer first.
Tyisha.
See, I got you. Don't worry.
I already said I don't get bored in my marriage. I don't get bored.
So you get bored, Ed?
I never said that.
Oh,
I never said. I'm at Six Flags.
in your marriage.
In my marriage, man.
So you saying it's roller coaster,
Roller
up and down,
coaster of love.
It's okay.
A
A lot of cotton candy.
all the time.
Now the thing is, he said that he was bored in his marriage at the beginning of the movie. That was his first opening monologue statement. He said he was bored.
No, he
But-
said he was bored out of
Out of
his.
his mind
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that part.
with his life overall.
No,
Just
Did
with the
he
marriage?
say
Just
that?
with his marriage.
Yeah, I think it was
That's
just
what
with the
he meant,
marriage.
Just with the marriage.
He said he had a great wife, he had great kids, he had a great job, everything was great, but he was bored out of his
Mind. Out of his mind. So what makes a couple get bored? That's my question.
Well, I don't think that we would be great for this discussion because our marriage is kind of eclectic. We are other when it comes to the marriage thing as it relates to relationships because I don't even know how we can give advice because there's certain things that other people go through that we don't necessarily go through, like arguments and actual like fussing. I mean, I would have to go back and look for a date, months, even years to be like, okay, this was an actual drag out in your face argument. I mean, I could count on one hand how many times we've actually
had an argument.
had an argument, disagreed, something stupid that I done did, that caused us to whatever. But as far as being bored, I create my environment. I make my environment conducive to, you know, it's like setting, if you're cold, you turn up the heat. You set the atmosphere. So I have a beautiful home. I have boys that don't really give me no trouble. I love my job. I have gadgets and things that I do. I love to read or at least listen to audiobooks. I mean, it's not a lot. I mean, to be honest with you, our marriage is kind of boring. Ain't really nothing too exciting.
But then again, how do we keep each other entertained? I guess that's what the question really is, because we don't get bored because we do things to keep each other interested.
Well, I enjoy my wife. That's knock on wood. I haven't had to come home and see her in bed with another man or do anything. I don't. Our marriage, in any marriage there has to be love and communication. If you at least have love, that's the foundation. But if you don't have communication, you have to talk. You have to talk. If you don't talk, misconceptions, misunderstandings, all of those things happen. So as it relates to being bored, we just find stuff to do. She's a homebody, I'm a homebody. If we want to go out to eat, we go out to eat. If we come by y'all to hang, we come by y'all to hang. Even though for the last couple of months, y'all ain't been wanting to be bothered with us.
Here
But that's
we go.
okay too. That's okay. That's okay. They invited us tonight. So we're excited about being here. Thank you for the invitation, because there was a plethora of people that they could have had here, and they decided to get to the bottom of the barrel and just invite us. So thank you so much. Thank you.
So realistically, you are telling me that out of 13 years of marriage, there has never been a moment that it was like, man, I am bored out of my freaking mind.
Well, I'll say this. In the last few years, even right before she had Jackson.
Oh, where'd he go?
Who keep jumping in? Wanna be
He's
jumping
a
in
special
the
guest too.
Yeah. Hey, my duda. Okay. Go ahead, sit down. All right. What were you about to say?
I was asking, there has never been a moment within these 13 years that you guys have said, man, I'm bored.
Never been bored.
I don't know. I've never been bored with my wife. I enjoy her company. She loves me. And I love her because she loves me. And she puts up with me. And I'm wrong as two left shoes all day. And she still never says, as a black man, how stupid I am, the bad decisions I done made. Look at this mess you done got me in. Look at this foolishness you done done. Me seeing my wife sad does something to me as a man. And I try my best to make sure that she's happy. I've failed sometimes. I've succeeded sometimes. But because of her, the grace that she extends to me, as far as being bored, I mean, we find stuff to do. I'll see her in the kitchen and I'll grab her. I'll shake her love muffin. Can we say that? Love muffin? Is that what it is?
We'll bleep that out.
We'll bleep it out. Okay.
That's gonna sound worse if you bleep it out.
Okay. Well,
I come in and I squeeze her and I shake her. Beep. That sounds so much worse. That sounds so much worse.
That's what we wanted to sound like.
okay. But well, anyway, as far as being bored, we enjoy each other's company. Tyisha could be on one end of the sofa. I'm on one end. I can either be flicking through trying to find something on Netflix or in my tablet or whatever. Now, every now and again, it aggravates me because she's always on the computer. But even with that, what am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to go out here and find me somebody that ain't on a computer. They say it's cheaper to keep her.
You said something and it struck a chord with me. You said that you guys enjoy each other's company. And I think that for me, it's not necessarily that I get bored within my marriage. It's the lack of company. Like there was a time where like you were working all kind of hours. And so like I wasn't having any quality time with you. And then I felt bored, but it wasn't that I was bored with you. I was bored without you more so, if that makes sense.
Okay, well, relating that to the movie, because that's what we're here. That's what brought us here today in the first place. He said he was bored out of his freaking mind. And maybe it wasn't so much that he was bored with his wife. He was just bored with the circumstances that he had, right?
I think maybe they just didn't see eye to eye. They didn't know how to communicate.
Well, first of all,
they didn't get along.
They weren't having sex. And
there it is. That's the moment I wanted to get to. There, I didn't want to bring it up, but you brought it.
Being bored because we're not having sex.
Right. He was bored in his marriage because he was. And let's get into it. Because how do you feel?
Let's get raw and butt naked before the Lord.
Don't get raw and butt naked. You're going to either do one or the other. You get raw
or butt naked before the Lord.
But you ain't going to do both. Okay? Let's get into it. Is sex important in a marriage?
Yes.
And how many times should you be having sex?
I think that part is subjective, but
subjective.
Right, exactly.
I think that
once
sex is
a month.
That's between you and your partner, I think.
Once
because if you ask Ed, sometimes he will say that he would like more sex, but how many times we have sex per month? When you talk to other couples, they're like, "Sir, you got a full buffet over here, and you talking about you want more." So I think that's subjective.
It is.
But I also
a month.
He messy. I also feel like as a woman, if my husband is telling me that he wants more sex or that he is hungry for that kind of physical affection, I need to either tell him what I need him to do to get me in the mood, or like you can't just drop that bomb and then I don't do anything about it.
Okay, you said something that struck a chord with me.
Get out. You Jamal right now. See he Jamal when he act like this.
You said
what struck a chord?
Something about getting in the mood. There was a time in the beginning of the relationship where there was no mood.
I disagree.
What do you say?
I disagree.
There was just.
I disagree. Think about all you did in the beginning of the relationship. How long y'all stayed on the phone, all the flowers.
Oh, did my voice get high?
But you didn't have no kids to worry about. It's like yes, you have.
Kids.
Okay, well, I can't speak for y'all, but for like me and Ed, when we were first started dating, we were in high school. We didn't have no bills. High school was a joke. We had no homework. When we got home from school, all we had was each other. So all of his attention was focused on me. So when life hits and now you got house notes and car notes and bills, and
that's when you're supposed to be doing it. It relieves the stress. I done been home. I've been at work all day. People getting on my nerves. I done drove in this Atlanta traffic for a whole hour. I'm stressed. I need a stress relief. I don't need you telling me you tired. Because now we have Houston. We have a problem. Because
the only reason I disagree with that is the second shift. The second shift. It is statistically proven that when women get home from work, on average, we have a whole nother shift of being the maid, the cook, the caretaker. When y'all get home, most men have the luxury of sitting and playing video games or sitting playing on your phone. You don't have to worry about bath time, getting the kids ready for this. So yes, you've been at work all day.
Yeah.
I've been at work all day.
Yeah.
And then on average, women come home and have to do a second shift. I cannot say that relates to my marriage, because I feel like you pitch in at home. So I try not to.
So you're not the average.
I would not consider our relationship to be average. Yeah.
It would be above average. Because
which is why he get above average booty.
Did she say booty on Facebook?
On live television.
Okay. So
did you say fake television?
No, I didn't say fake. No, I said, what did I say? Listen, all of that's well and fine. I'm just saying that once you guys, did he touch something? I think he did. No, it's not a phone, sir. You're interrupting. Okay, you're being rude. Is that something that's?
It's okay.
It's
Okay. All right. So what I'm saying is that yes, sex is important to marriage. And on the movie, I Think I Love My Wife, he said he was bored. But if you notice in the beginning of the movie, he went to his wife. She said, "It's not your birthday." He went to her again and she said, "My face hurts." He went to her again and she just looked at him like he was crazy. So my question is, when is he supposed to get some?
I agree with you on that. I feel like when they were in marriage counseling in the beginning of the movie, he said that he wanted more sex, and she said, well, she needed more help around the house. So when he got home, he would do the dishes when she cooked or something like that. He would get the kids the bath or stuff like that. So if he took that initiative, you said this is what I need to want more sex, and he took that initiative, she should have been laying it down. I agree with you on that. You're right.
So I did miss that part. Because
You-
I did see how he was actually
Rewind
pitching in,
it. Let's
pitching in
rewind
and
here.
helping at home. But if she said that was I guess one thing was contingent on the other. She actually said that, and he started doing it, and she still didn't hold up to her end.
Watch this. I want y'all to see something. It's going to be magic. Watch this. What happened? Did you turn into a pillar of salt? For some reason or another, now I know there are going to be a lot of people on here that's going to disagree. I don't care.
Because you're trying to say
I don't care.
give up the marriage? Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
Let it go?
Can I finish, Barbara?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Really?
Yes. This does not make your marriage. If it does, you're doomed for failure. This ring, the marriage license, does not make the marriage. If you are not in love with the person that you are with, the relationship will not work. I don't need the ring to be faithful to my wife. My relationship and love for my wife allows me to be faithful to my wife. Now, she did not fall apart when I took off this ring. And most people think that, okay, well, some women think that, well, we're married, he's not going to go out and cheat. Okay? If you think that, your marriage is doomed to fail. Because there are certain things that a man should do for his wife and what a woman should do for her husband. Could you imagine if I came home My wife tried on a beautiful dress and got her hair done, and I said nothing. And this happened time and time and time again. And then someone on her job says, "Oh, Tyisha, you look so pretty." And then that does something to her. Next thing you know, it goes from "Tyisha, you so pretty," to "Oh, let's go to lunch," to "Oh, now I got your number, we texting, how was your day?" Then it goes from that to texting every day. Then it goes from that to talking 2 or 3 times a week. Next thing you know, we're meeting after work. And then you come home as a husband and you see a text message or a receipt from Ruth Chris, and you're like, "Well, where did this receipt come from? You told me you was with Janicia. You and Janicia went to Ruth Chris?" You can't blame her in the moment for the damage that's already done if you didn't take care of business in the beginning. And vice versa with the husband. Don't come to me talking about, "You seen a text message in my phone, who is this?" When I get home, there's no attention for me. "Oh, you want me to stroke your ego?" It ain't about ego. There are certain things that are give and take in a marriage that should be given. A man should not only provide and protect, but you have to provide and protect and take care of your wife. The provision and the protection comes from meeting her needs psychologically. If a text message during the day say, "Hey baby, I'm thinking about you," will turn her on, then do that. But you cannot at all expect for her to be this faithful, loving wife that cooks and cleans and take care of all the children, and you have not once appreciated her for what she has done, and then expect her not to be tempted of the enemy when another man comes and just says hi.
On the same side as what you're saying, also along with that is the fact that us women don't communicate when we're not feeling appreciated, or we want this or we want that from you, and then something else comes in, and then something else comes in, and then that does spark our attention. But we still should take that initiative first hand to tell you all, put it in your court to say, "Hey, you need to pick it up. You need to do something. I don't feel appreciated." At least throw the hint out there to make sure that you actually are aware of this lack that I'm feeling.
See, the problem with a hint is most men don't get the hint because their mind is on something else.
So picking back up, Tyisha, you said something that I think when I talk to a lot of, especially my generation women, younger women, and single women in general, we don't want to have to tell the man, "Hey, I want this." We expect them to just be like mind readers. Like, I just expect you to know. I don't really care for flowers. I love gardenias, are my favorite flowers, but I have a black thumb and I kill everything that I touch. So my husband does not buy me flowers. He buys me bouquets of snacks, bouquets of candies, bouquets of fruit snacks, fruit roll-ups, because he knows that I'm greedy, and that's what makes me happy. But I can't expect him to just know that. That's something that he's learned about me throughout the years. We had to have, I don't even know if we had a conversation about that.
We've had experiences where I would buy flowers and they would be dead, so I just stopped buying them.
So, but I can't just expect him to know that off the top of his mind. I need to tell, or like you said, if I need attention, he may in his mind think that he is doing this, which is why I said on another episode I check in every week, because I may be doing things thinking that I'm expressing my love for you or that I'm expressing my affection towards you, but because you may have a different love language, you may not receive what I'm giving. So like if I take the time to clean up there was one time, one week where I tell you I love you all the time. I tell you that you're handsome and stuff like that, but you're not really a words of affirmation type of person. You like acts of service. So I can, even though I told you 1,000 times this week that I love you, you may not have felt love this week. But if I clean up the kitchen one time, like deep clean it, you're going to lose your top.
That's the love language.
No, I have a joke when she like does some deep cleaning. I just put on like a whole performance. I be like, "Dear, what? Somebody broke into the house." I call the cops and I'm like, "I just had somebody break in and clean up the bathroom," and it's unbelievable. And then she, of course, plays along. She's like, "No, that was actually me." And I'm like, "What?"
Then he'd be like, "You must be sick. We need to go to the hospital."
That's just how.
Say it. Go ahead. Dig your hole.
So, sir. You were saying something that just piqued my interest, my curiosity.
I'm sick of y'all.
You were saying, no, you didn't say it because we took that out. I was gonna go back to the ring.
Well, go back to the ring.
Let's go to the ring. You know what? We're gonna reference the ring because here's what I want to know. You said it's not about the ring. I'm gonna go in a different direction.
Okay.
Janicia and I were debating on whether or not this man genuinely loved his wife. Without the ring in the picture, without all, and then that'll lead into your thing about infidelity. Do you think? Well, you know, before I ask you, because I'm smart now, Tyisha, did he love his wife?
That's obvious.
Was he in love with his wife? And is that a difference?
There is a difference, and that's not so obvious. So
that he was not in love with his wife.
Not in love.
The mere
So
fact that he did not tap that. Oh, look.
Yes.
On here.
hold up,
The
because
mere
the mere fact that he showed up in a hotel with that woman by the end of that
He
movie,
didn't show up in
he
a
went to a
hotel.
hotel with her, or wherever he met her, let her take her clothes off, kiss her,
No.
get butt naked, lay in the bed,
Tag me
spread
in.
her legs.
Tag me in. Tag me in. Was he getting some?
He was on his way to getting some. Yes, he was getting some. Yes,
Did
he was.
Wait.
Some from his. My face hurt.
Oh,
It's not your birthday. I'm tired. What you want? Then
But you know what? Before we even get to that, here's the part that broke my heart as a husband.
Husband, break.
This man cleaned up. He took care of the kids. Got rid of the babysitter. He took Viagra for his wife.
Why he gotta take Viagra if he already super horny?
He said
It's an age thing.
He did what he needed to do 3 times, and he did not disturb his sleeping wife. So not only is he in love and loves his wife, he's selfless. He could have easily walked her. Hey, I done all of this. I done paid for dinner.
I'm about to
I done
get
paid
some.
this house. No, I done took care of your kids. It's time to pay the rent.
Why? Yeah, okay. Go ahead, I'm listening.
It's time to pay, but he
So
didn't
why
do
y'all
that.
looking like
and
that?
then here's the part that gets me though. I ain't done with you yet. Here's the part that gets me. The wife wakes up seeing her husband with his penis like this. She just disgusted. Get away from me.
She
with
was
that.
disgusted
Get
because
up,
he
get
was
away.
on the phone. She thought that he was having phone sex with somebody.
If your husband says, no, wait, it's not like that. This is Bert.
This is Jake from State Farm?
Jake from State Farm.
What are you
wearing, Jake? From State Farm. Khakis.
She,
that's
as
y'all,
the
though.
wife, should have said, you know what? I see what you did. I'm sorry. I'm awake now. Let me take care of that for you. Did she do that? She disgusted you. Get that thing away from me.
I don't know about Tyisha, but I don't disagree with you. The wife was wrong.
I
She
think
should
she
have
was.
taken care of her husband.
Yes.
We're
They were both
we're not
wrong.
dismissing that.
Wait.
She
How
was
was he
wrong.
wrong?
They
What
were
was
both
he
wrong.
wrong? No, ma'am. I think I
So-
love my wife.
Hold on. So you
I
feel like
if
he
we-
has the legal right to no?
If I steal
It's
money
in the
from you,
Constitution. I
it's
read
not.
it somewhere.
It's not.
Declaration of
It's
Independence.
the 34th verse.
The 34th Amendment, thou shalt get booty.
It's in there.
If
What
his
did
wife
God
not
say on
getting-
why did
giving
I
it
get
to him?
married? What did he say?
If
He
your
said
wife
you
is
have a
not-
legal right that if your wife is not giving you some, you can go out and get it. I'm not saying that's what I would do.
Why not? It's legal.
It's not legal in my house. She'd kill me.
Thank you.
So was
That
he
ends
in
that.
love with his wife?
He was
We
in
said
love
no.
with his. Listen
I-
to.
I
I'm telling
say-
you as a
I'm-
man.
I'm saying that I think he was falling out of love, and rightfully so. If you are constantly not getting attention, you're constantly begging, not just the sex. He was trying to go to car shows, just do fun stuff in general, not get a minivan, just do fun stuff in general, and your wife is constantly turning you down. That does something to your feelings, and that even if he wasn't all the way out of love with her, he was falling out of love because he. What do you have to love? What do you have to hold on to? Just memories?
The thing that y'all don't realize is that how to tap into the psyche of the man. It's strange to me how the second woman or the side piece knows how to tap into your man and you don't? Because why does he have a side piece?
Was she even a side piece?
Well, she was a friend, but
He
first
smelled
of all, she was
that
beautiful.
cat.
Side piece potential.
She was beautiful. She was like, wow. She opened him up certain things. They went to the car show. They were looking at Bentleys and all kind of things. He was like, whoa. Because as a man, when you get married, some of that stuff you lose, and rightfully so, because you can't be alpha. This is going to sound crazy. People going to disagree. But what I'm saying is you can't be on 10 and then step out of your house. Some of that has to be dialed down, because if you walk out of your house on 10, you bring that to you. And love and flesh is two different things. Sex is an appetite. Mm-hmm. If you have no right, if I get up here and on my way home I pass a Popeyes, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Burger King, Wendy's, and they get home and there's nothing to eat. Then you get in my pocket and see I got a Popeyes receipt talking about I didn't cook and I didn't clean and why are you with the Popeyes? Because for the last week or 2 or 3 months, every time I come home, I done got used to not having nothing to eat at home. When we first got married, Tyisha just wanted to 7-course meal me. I'm talking about macaroni and green
Another
beans
reason we're best friends.
and chicken and I told her, I said, listen to me. I want to tell you something, because your husband is wise. Marriage is not a sham, but what you see on social media and TV, that's not real. Marriage is work. And you get into marriage as if you got into a business with a business partner. You both have to work that business until it gets to where you want it to be. There are sacrifices with trying to grow your businesses. There are certain risks that you take with building your business. When you get married, there are certain things. I told her, all of that cooking a big meal, because this is what's going to happen. Like you said, I'm dealing with the children. I'm dealing with homework. You're not going to give me that, right? What you're going to do is you're going to open your mouth. You're going to say, hey, can you help them with their homework? Yes, dear, because if I love you, if a real man loves his wife, he's not going to get up there and say, man, you deal with that. I'm tired. No. We are business partners. We are in this together. If you tell me to clean the kitchen while you go help with homework and take baths, I got you. I know what a peanut butter sandwich looks like. Now, if I want something to eat and I won't cook, I can say, Tyisha, come on, let's go out to eat. That's what real men do, because you ain't got to cook. You ain't got to clean my clothes, because I was single before I met you. How my clothes got washed before I met you? How did I eat before I met you? If anything, my love for you, we should be like, I'm cooking tonight. Nah, baby, I got you. Well, I'm going to cook this night. No, baby, I got. That's people that are in love.
That's different if you offer.
If you offer, but watch this. My wife, I got to do all of this stuff. Have at it.
I do it because that's me.
Right? And so I step back. So then she burns the peas.
No. Let's go back, because I was raised as that type of woman.
Right.
That's what I'm going to do.
By your grandmother.
However,
that's a
my grandfather
generation.
still did get up and clean up. He still did a few things around the house because he saw when my grandmother was getting stressed. She didn't have to say, honey, do this or honey, do that. But the thing is, just because that's what I do, I don't want you to say, oh, you don't have to. No, let's fix that. You can say you don't have to do it, so I know that I don't have to do it. However, if that's something that I enjoy doing it, I also want you to appreciate the fact that I'm doing these things for you.
You want me to appreciate it, but here's my thing.
I didn't ask you to do that. That seems like the attitude that you have.
No. See, now you jumping and you think you know me. That's another thing that the side pieces have up on y'all, that they know your husband more than you do. I'm not going to get up here and not appreciate you, but what you're not going to do is try to do all of these things because I like doing them, and then when it gets stressful, throw in my fit. Because see, what happens is we creatures of habit. If you keep on saying, I got it, then I'm going to let you have it. then it's going to turn around. Well, I'm always doing. Well, you the one said you like doing this. Now you want to look at me because I told. Oh, I'm not saying that you have to tell me, but first of all, I got 2 sons in the house. I don't know what it looks like to take out garbage. Why should I? You ain't paying no bills. You know how I do. You know me as it relates to. I got 2. They've been washing clothes since they was 10, because I was trying to train them. Because no woman that you marry is your maid. You are a partner with her. So when you marry her, yes, you protect and you provide, but y'all both have jobs. Y'all both work together. Y'all both spend time and enjoy each other before you have children. Or even if you have children, still schedule and make time to be one. Because if he's not one with you, not our situation, I'm just talking about men out there. If they are not one with you, they will be one with somebody, because sex is an appetite. And you can't get mad because I brought home Popeyes, but you ain't cooked for 3 months. And then wonder why I'm talking about, oh, I done cooked all of this food. Oh, okay, one time you cooked. It's been 3 months. You cannot get up here and blame your man or your wife, your man, for having a number for a chick. Well, who is this? Why is she texting you? Do you text me? Do you call me? Do you do this, that, and the other? And women get this amnesia as if they ain't done nothing, and they want everything for them and everything to be, oh, this, that, and the other. Now you got to have candles. When we first met, I said, I'm coming over. You was already in the bed butt naked. Now all of a sudden I need candles and wine and the house clean and all of this type of stuff for you to get in the mood.
But the crazy thing is, y'all don't understand that it's like you have a bit of amnesia, because you don't realize that in the beginning you were working towards something, so you were doing something a little bit more different. You ain't, because after 5, 10, 15 years of marriage, things have shifted. Things in the bedroom do shift. They do change. Other than just life situations, things in the bedroom do change, because you're more tired. Don't feel like doing all that stuff that you did do in the beginning. That foreplay would last a lot longer, and it got from an hour of foreplay to 30 minutes of foreplay to 5 minutes of foreplay. It's not that exciting anymore.
Man, I tell you, dear, that was an absolutely great episode.
And it is only going to get better from here. We thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the Dear Honey Podcast. This is just part 1 of our special guest episode featuring none other than Jamyle and Tyisha Phillips.
Yeah, they are definitely our best friends, as we said. I'm sure you guys can see why. Great conversation. And we did not forget. We got to make sure we mention this. I know Janicia issued the challenge on our last episode, and I am a man of my word. So we are just about there. We haven't gotten there yet. I think we're about 4 or 5 likes away as last time we checked. But you guys have shared. You guys have liked. You guys have gone above and beyond way more than I thought you were going to do. That's why I took on the challenge, because I didn't think we were going to make it. But, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. So we thank you guys for that. And it is going to come pretty soon, so more good content is on the way.
So, yes, we are doing the pregnancy belly challenge.
Not yet. We still got to get all those likes up.
We have to speak life.
We're going to speak, well, after I saw what it consists of, I don't know if I want to speak that kind of life.
Well, you signed up for it now. Remember to continue to like, to share, to subscribe. We are so grateful for all the love that you guys show us. Thank you for tuning in each and every week. And it's only going to get better from here.
Special thanks to our guest. We really want to thank the Phillips for coming on and being with us today. This is part 1. Part 2 is coming soon. We love you guys so much. Continue to support us. We thank you so much. It means more than you know. All right. We'll see you next week for part 2.
See you there.